Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. So, today I wanted to talk about this. Imperfect action is better than a perfect process. So, get to that in a minute. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Relax, smile. Somebody said in the comments the other day that I looked a little bit weathered, and it's only because I've been, pretty busy and sometimes getting to these videos late at night and a bit tired. So, to that person, thank you for noticing. Thank you for hoping I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. I appreciate the consideration. So, imperfect action is better than a perfect process. So I get tons of questions. Dan, specifically, what do I do? Where's my 16-point checklist? Exactly how do I do it? And in this case, if this is going on, what do I do then? If this happens, how do I respond to that? And I think a lot of people are very stuck up on the how. How do I do this? How do I do this? And we don't need the perfect process. And there's that yawn. We don't need a perfect process or strategy. We need an overall understanding of what's going on, what's causing symptoms, and what the overall solution is. And there's no perfect answer to every possible scenario. Well, this happened. I woke up this way, and symptoms did this. Exactly what should I do, Dan? And there is no perfect strategy. There is no perfect process. And there's no way to map out exactly what you should do in all cases. Let's stay far upstream. The perception of danger is what creates the symptoms. So ask yourself, can I imperfectly create some safety here? What's the next best thing I can do to remind myself I'm okay? And sometimes it is as simple as reminding myself, okay, symptoms are flaring. The brain must be perceiving danger. In other words, clarity. I understand this. I know it's a false alarm. I know it's temporary. And I know it's based on fear. So I'm going to choose to respond with as little fear and catastrophic thinking and panic and freak out as possible, because I know how the system works, and I know that a calm, reassuring, confident response is way better than a panicked response. So, imperfect action. Ask yourself, well, how can I create... And once again, it's late at night. It's almost 10 o'clock. So ask yourself, how can I create some safety here and now? Can I relax my body so that my breathing will slow down? Can I smile a little bit? Right? Can I move my body in any way? Even if I'm in bed, can I move my arms? Can I move my legs a little bit? Can I do something to convey that I'm all right? I'm going to be okay. This is temporary. Right? So imperfect action. You don't need a perfect process. You just don't. Take action. Evaluate the results. Maybe tweak and then take some more action. And then tweak again, take some more action. Right? You can't learn a sport or a music instrument without practicing. You can't learn a language without practicing. You will make some mistakes. I don't even like to view this as mistakes. I like to view it as some things are more effective than others. And so, take imperfect action. Move towards safety. Did that help me feel safer? Great. And don't... So sorry. Don't allow symptoms to give you the impression you're not making progress. Symptoms are a trailing indicator of your mindset. And the mindset is really your belief about how the system works and that this is what's going on with you, your belief and your trust that this is all temporary and that you are able to and will eliminate these symptoms with consistent messages of safety over time. And so the mindset, is your mindset getting better? Are you less concerned with the symptoms today than you were yesterday? Are you more clear at what's going on today than you were yesterday? Are you able to get more comfortable reassuring yourself, even in the face of symptoms? Are you starting to expand your capacity to do more normal things? Are you going out more, even with your symptoms? Are you bringing them with you? The mindset needs to lead the way. The symptoms are a trailing indicator of how solid your mindset is. So if your symptoms are really high, evaluate, where's my mindset? Where's my fear levels? Where is my attention and focus? If I'm terrified and focusing on symptoms, oftentimes that results in very high symptoms. So how do we turn that around? Do the opposite of the fear and the panic. And look, sometimes we're going to get into fear. We're going to freak out. We're going to panic. And that's okay. Focus on doing less of that. Notice when you're doing it. Catch yourself sooner and pull yourself out of it sooner. Is this hard? Absolutely. Are the symptoms sometimes all-consuming? Absolutely. So I'm not suggesting this is easy, but I am suggesting that this is the way forward, and it does take practice. So instead of worrying about, am I doing it perfectly? I don't want to do it wrong. Take action, even if it's imperfect. And it's not, because any action moving towards safety is good action. It's the right way to go. And it will yield a compounding result over time. But if you think that, you can go out of freak out today and tomorrow morning you can wake up with a good attitude and, hey, today's going to be a good day. And if you expect symptoms to turn off that quickly, you're likely to be disappointed. This takes time, patience, practice, repetition. It's not a light switch, folks. I wish it were. I'd sell those switches. But it does take consistently reminding yourself that I'm okay. I'm going to be just fine. This is all temporary. It's reversible. And this stuff does work. It's not just possible to get better. It's probable. It's predictable. It's reliable. Show up for yourself. Consistent messages of I'm going to be okay. And if symptoms are up, I know what that is. I know it's temporary. It'll come back down. And when there's a flare, the symptoms will come down sooner when you respond with clarity, calm, and as little bother and, freak out as possible. So stick with the process. Imperfect action is better than trying to nail a perfect response every time. There is no such thing as perfection. So, ask yourself, are the things I'm doing, thinking, saying, am I behaving in such a way that conveys, yeah, I'm okay and I'm going to be okay? Or are you potentially, through no fault of your own, but are you potentially fueling the fear and the danger and then wondering why, your brief little bit of calm reassurance hasn't turned off the symptoms yet? Understanding this is the starting point. Clarity is the starting point. But if you think that just understanding how the brain and pain and symptoms function is enough to turn them off, it's not. We really need to neutralize that perception of danger with more and more consistent messages that we're actually okay. Safety. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Imperfect action is better than a perfect process or strategy. The strategy is safety. Are you moving towards that or not? It's a good question to ask yourself. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Love you, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.